Imagine a country where stone temples breathe, rivers reverse their flow, time follows the moon instead of the sun, and people smile not because life is easy, but because they survived the impossible. A place the world thinks it understands through one postcard image, yet barely scratches the surface. When people hear the name Cambodia, most minds jump instantly to Angkor Wat and then stop there, as if the country begins and ends with a sunrise behind ancient towers. But Cambodia is not a single monument. Cambodia is a memory, a scar, a miracle, and a quiet lesson in human survival. This is a country that was almost erased in less than 4 years, yet today stands alive, young, curious, and healing in plain sight. And once you truly understand Cambodia, you will never look at human resilience the same way again. To understand Cambodia, you must begin long before modern borders, before war, before tragedy, back when this land was the heart of one of the most powerful civilizations Southeast Asia has ever seen. Between the 9th and 15th centuries, the Khmer Empire ruled vast territories stretching across present-day Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. This empire was not built by chance. It was engineered with extraordinary knowledge of astronomy, hydrology, mathematics, and sacred geometry. Angkor Wat, the most famous symbol of Cambodia, was not just a temple but a cosmic blueprint of the universe. Its towers represent Mount Meru, the center of the Hindu cosmos, while its moats symbolize the surrounding oceans. What makes this even more astonishing is that Angkor Wat was constructed without cement. Each massive sandstone block was locked into place with such precision that they have remained standing for nearly 1,000 years. And while many ancient temples across the world were abandoned and forgotten, Angkor was never truly lost. Local monks continued to worship there, villagers lived nearby, and the temple remained woven into Cambodian life, even as jungles crept closer and empires collapsed. Just beyond Angkor Wat lies a haunting reminder that nature always has the final word. Temples like Ta Prohm were deliberately left unrestored, allowing massive trees to grow over roofs and through walls, their roots gripping stone as if trying to reclaim what humans borrowed from the earth. These roots are not just visually striking, they tell a story of time itself. Cambodia does not fight nature. It accepts it. This philosophy runs deep in Khmer culture, where impermanence is understood, not feared. Temples crumble, trees grow, civilizations rise and fall, but life continues in cycles rather than straight lines. One of the most fascinating examples of Cambodia's relationship with cycles is the Tunnel Sap Lake, a body of water so unusual that scientists once struggled to explain it. During the monsoon season, the Mekong River swells with Himalayan meltwater and heavy rain, forcing water to flow backward into Tunnel Sap, causing the lake to expand up to 5 times its dry season size. Entire forests disappear underwater. Fish breed in extraordinary numbers. Floating villages rise and drift with the changing currents. When the rains end, the river reverses again, draining the lake and feeding nutrients into the Mekong Delta. This natural miracle supports millions of Cambodians and has done so for centuries. For locals, Tunnel Sap is not just geography, it is a living ancestor, a provider, a rhythm that dictates life itself. In these floating villages, children learn to paddle before they learn to walk. Houses float on barrels. Schools sway gently with the water. Even markets, churches, and police stations drift. Life here is not romantic in the cinematic sense, it is practical, adaptive, and deeply human. There is no land ownership in the traditional sense, only belonging to water and community. And yet, despite the instability beneath their homes, there is remarkable emotional steadiness among the people. Perhaps when your entire life floats, you learn early that control is an illusion. Cambodia's culture is inseparable from Buddhism, yet Khmer Buddhism carries its own flavor. Monks are deeply respected, but many young men become monks temporarily, not necessarily out of religious devotion, but as a rite of passage, a way to gain discipline, education, and merit for their families. Monasteries often serve as schools for boys who cannot afford formal education. In this way, spirituality fills gaps left by poverty, blending faith with survival. Cambodian Buddhism emphasizes compassion over punishment, acceptance over judgment, and balance over ambition. These values quietly shape daily life, from how conflicts are resolved to how suffering is understood. Food in Cambodia reflects its history of scarcity, survival, and creativity. Khmer cuisine is often misunderstood as bland compared to Thai or Vietnamese food, but in reality, it is subtle, fermented, earthy, and deeply connected to the land. Prahok, a fermented fish paste with a powerful smell, is considered the soul of Cambodian cooking. During times of famine, prahok saved lives by providing protein when fresh food was unavailable. Even today, it remains a staple, not because people must eat it, but because it connects them to their ancestors. During the Khmer Rouge era, people ate insects, spiders, rats, and whatever could be found, not out of choice but necessity. Over time, some of these survival foods became normalized. Fried tarantulas, now sold in markets, are not eaten as a dare but as a reminder of endurance. In Cambodia, food is memory. To speak of Cambodia without addressing its darkest chapter would be dishonest. Between 1975 and 1979, the Khmer Rouge regime attempted to engineer a perfect agrarian society by erasing modern life. Cities were evacuated overnight. Money was abolished. Schools were closed. Doctors, teachers, artists, and intellectuals were executed. Even speaking a foreign language or wearing glasses could mark you for death. Nearly 2 million people died from execution, starvation, disease, and forced labor. What makes this tragedy even more chilling is how fast it happened. In less than 4 years, a civilization was dismantled. Families were torn apart. Children were forced to spy on parents. Trust itself was weaponized. Today, the killing fields appear peaceful, covered in grass and trees, birds singing as if nothing ever happened. But after heavy rains, bone fragments still surface. Instead of hiding this history, Cambodia confronts it openly. Museums, memorials, and school lessons ensure that the younger generation understands what happened, not to fuel anger, but to prevent repetition. This willingness to remember without hatred is one of Cambodia's most profound lessons to the world. Perhaps this is why Cambodia has one of the youngest populations in Southeast Asia. Over 60% of the population is under 30 years old. An entire generation was lost, and what remains is a youth-heavy society filled with energy, ambition, and hunger for opportunity. Young Cambodians are learning English, entering digital industries, creating art, and telling their stories online. Phnom Penh, once emptied of life, now buzzes with cafes, co-working spaces, and street markets. Siem Reap, once purely a temple town, has become a hub for creatives, filmmakers, and entrepreneurs. Cambodia is not frozen in tragedy. It is moving forward carefully, carrying its past like a fragile heirloom. Women play a central role in this rebuilding. Many households are led by women due to the loss of men during war. Cambodian women dominate markets, factories, farms, and small businesses. Their strength is quiet but relentless. They do not demand recognition, they sustain families, educate children, and keep communities functioning. In Cambodia, resilience often wears a female face. One of the most misunderstood aspects of Cambodia is its smile. Visitors often comment on how friendly and warm Cambodians are, sometimes mistaking this kindness for simplicity. In truth, the Cambodian smile is layered. It can mean happiness, politeness, discomfort, forgiveness, or endurance. It is a social language developed in a country where emotional survival required subtlety. When you have lived through loss beyond words, you learn to communicate without them. Cambodia also maintains one of the few remaining constitutional monarchies in the region. The king holds no political power but serves as a symbol of unity and cultural continuity. Even after war, occupation, and genocide, the monarchy endured, not as a ruler, but as a reminder that identity can survive even when systems collapse. As Cambodia opens further to the world, tourism, modernization, and globalization bring both opportunity and risk. Ancient temples face erosion from mass tourism. Young people balance tradition with modern dreams. The country walks a delicate line between preserving memory and embracing progress. And perhaps that is Cambodia's greatest strength, the ability to move forward without erasing what came before. Cambodia is not a destination you simply visit. It is a place that stays with you. In the silence of temples at dawn, in the laughter of children playing near ruins older than nations, in the calm acceptance of people who have every reason to be bitter but choose peace instead. Cambodia teaches a lesson the modern world often forgets, that survival does not always roar. Sometimes, it whispers, smiles, and keeps going. If this story changed the way you see Cambodia, even a little, take a moment to like this video so more people can hear stories beyond headlines. Share your thoughts in the comments. What fact surprised you the most, or what part of Cambodia would you want to experience yourself? And if you want more deep, human stories about countries, cultures, and the hidden layers of our world, subscribe to the channel. Because the map is not the territory, and every country has a soul waiting to be understood.